Ielts listening tips. Common mistakes for listening. 1. Language problems. The first is mistakes made through lack of language ability. In a way, these are unavoidable. Only a highly educated native speaker can expect to get 9.0. Every Ielts candidate will make mistakes because of their language level. The only way to stop these is to learn better English skills. 2. Exam skill problems. How you think. This common mistake is quite different. They are avoidable mistakes. You knew the answer but you got it wrong. It's not a problem with language here, it is a problem with thinking. A huge amount of these problems are caused by just one thing: not reading and understanding the question. 3. Read, understand and answer the question. The solution is simple in a way: read, understand and answer the question. But simple things can still a little need explanation. All these 3 stages need to be focused on. To get this right, you need to practice your exam skill. Come to types in Ielts listening tests. Type 1, sentence/summary completion. You will be given a list of sentences that summarize the listening test you will listen to. Ielts have taken text from the listening and used paraphrasing to change these sentences so that they have same meaning, but different words. They have also summarized the listening by choosing a number of phrases that sum up the key points. In other words, you should be able to read the sentences before listening and have a very good idea about what you are going to hear. Here are a few tips. 1. You should first look at the sentences and try to understand the general meaning. Use the sentences to predict what you are going to hear. This will help you follow the listening and hopefully get the correct answers more easily. 2. You have to remember that the sentences are just paraphrases of what you will hear, and therefore you need to think about how they might have changed the sentences. You need to look at the gaps and try to predict what the answer will be. You can predict what type of word will fit grammatically, verb, noun, adjective, etc., and predict the content based on the other words around it. 4. You should be very careful not to go over the word limit. The instructions will normally say no more than 2 words and/or a number, but read the instructions carefully to make sure. 5. Now you are fully prepared to listen and fill in the gap with the correct information from the text. Your answer will be taken directly from the listening. Strategy. 1. Read the sentences about the conversation that you will hear, and predict what the speakers will talk about. 2. Make actual guesses as to what type of information is missing from each gap, and also what the missing word or phrase could actually be. You can write these guesses next to the gaps. 3. Even though at times your guesses are wrong, making predictions still help you focus on the information you need. 4. You should only write the missing words exactly as you hear them and make sure that they fit grammatically and are logical in meaning. Be careful with the plural forms, article use and spelling. 5. Lastly, if there's a word limit to your answers, make sure that you keep it in mind to avoid inadvertent errors. Thank you for your watching. Let's see more videos to get more tips for Ielts tips.